Morning, guys. So today we're gonna speak about the electricity. So all of the electrics, this talk covers the general risks and precautions to be taken when working with electricity and the actions to take in the event of an emergency. So electricity can kill you. You cannot see, feel, hear or smell it. There is no advanced warning of danger of it. So work on electrical equipment must be carried by competent persons. So what is this safety? What should we do about it? On average, about 3 workers are fatally injured and killed every year on UK construction site because of this. So many more suffer life-changing injuries. There are 2 types of electrical system. The first one is a temporary system, which provides like lightning, power. And the second one is a permanent fixed system, which usually it's a new installation of the existing systems. So accidents can happen for electrical equipment or cables that are actually not visible or they are not identified. So they can be assumed to be dead or isolated. Also accidents can happen if you if you see the cable can be live, if the cables are known to be live, but the correct precautions are not taken or followed. Also, it can happen because of the faulty or poorly maintenance. Alright, so number 4, residual current devices or RCDs. They should be used on site if you are using 230 volt tools. This works by cutting the power quickly if there's a fault. And the portable RCDs or residual current devices, they fit between the plug and the socket, and they should be tested before every use. We're going to cover a few more points. So safe systems work. Number 1, you should always check whether the permit is required to work or near the electrical systems. You should never touch any switches, boxes or cables while safety procedures are in place. And as always, if you have any doubts, you should check the management or supervisor before doing something. We have a few precautions here before starting. About 5-6 basic points. Number 1, you should never assume that exposed cables or wires are dead or isolated. Second one, always carry out pre-use checks on cables, tools, report any visible damage. The third one, make sure equipment is serviced, maintained. Do not carry out some temporary repairs. Number 4, never overload cables or equipment. Number 5, make sure extension cables are routed, overhead, and they are on coil, because coil cables they can overheat, and you should do not route cables across some waterlogged ground. It's kind of dangerous. The last one is going to be use battery powered tools, mostly wherever you can, or 110 volt equipment, wherever it is possible. A few more points of electric shock action, what needs to be taken in this case. So when it's going to be approached with extreme caution, never touch the person who is electric shocked. If possible, switch off the power and shout for help. And next one, if it's safe to do so, move the person or move the person away from the source with something wooden, some wooden stick or some wooden broom. Never use an object that can conduct an electricity, and you should always get first aid straight away or wherever it is possible. Okay, we covered all of the basics now. You know, the electricity accidents, they can happen quite frequently. Just avoid and look for any of the potential dangers, and if you're in doubt, better don't do it. Just because, as you know, on average 3 people on average are killed each year because of the electricity, because of the electricity on construction sites. So electricity travels very fast, and as you know, maybe now we'll cover some coding just for the finish, you know, and that's it. Yellow 110 volts, blue cable to 30 volts. The most dangerous one, red. The most dangerous is red, 400 volts. Okay, so that's gonna be it. So that's stay safe, work safe. So, you know, think with your head what you're doing. So thank you. I'm now gonna give you the papers to sign, and it's gonna be it. So thank you, yeah.